Hey guys, so yesterday I posted in my story about training intensity and RPE and RIR and kind of what those mean. I had a lot of good feedback from it and some questions, so I wanted to kind of expand upon that. So I'm going to make a video about it. So this is how I program for my clients specifically. So this is kind of my expectations as a coach, like when I give you working sets to do, and I'm just seeing it being done wrong more often than not. So I figured if I explain it, it would help others as well as my own clients come along a lot better and get better towards their progress with their goals. So when I typically will program for someone, whether it be a bodybuilder, powerlifter, or Gen Pop client, I give them working sets. So if I say like, I want 3 sets of 10, RIR 2, so that, or RPE 8, that would mean you would have 2 reps left in the tank, or you're at about 80% working capacity, for that set. So what I see oftentimes is people will put in their warm-up sets as set 1, set 2, and then finally set 3, it's hard enough. And that's usually can be anywhere between a 50 to 100 pound difference. So there are different sets, obviously, with like pyramid sets and stuff like that, where you go up in weight each time, or like an AMRAP set, so as many reps as possible, those kinds of things. That's intensifiers. It's totally different, and a different thing to expand upon. This is just your basic training, and this is why some people may not be getting the most out of their training, because you're just not working hard enough. As much as I hate to say it, you're not. So the intensity and the intent in which you walk into the weight room with and which you go into your workout with really matters, because your whole workout is like maybe 1 to 2 hours, depending on who you are. But it's within those 1 to 2 hours is how much are you going to be better, because it takes the intensity to do that. You can't just walk into the gym and just like be like, all right, well, I'm doing like an incline press and then I'm just gonna, press it up 12 times, and I know I'm at like 25 pounds. Like I'll do a warm up at like 15 and then I go up to 25 and like, yeah, that was pretty good. Like last couple reps were like a little tough, but it's good enough. No, it's not good enough. You need to go in with intent, go in with the intensity that's given for your workout. Obviously there's different intensities for different things. There are times where you need to take a deload too, and your coach will help you with that. And then you want to have a very much lower intensity rate because you're trying to recover. But if you're trying to grow, if you're trying to get stronger, you have to push your limits. You have to push your boundaries, and you have to push, to an extent. Your coach will make sure, and especially like my clients too, like I make sure that they're safe and that they're capable of doing these things before I give them these harder intensities. It's just a matter of like, especially like being an online coach and having online clients, it's hard because you can't exactly like be right there with them, of course. But all this plays a factor into how much you're getting better. So, you have to have that personal accountability to say, am I pushing myself hard enough? Am I doing this hard enough to make progress? You want to beat your logbook every single week. That's why I write the workouts for my clients, and they can break down the weights, because then I want to see it. I want to see how hard they're pushing themselves. And often I see a lot of times where there will be, like I said, a 100-pound difference between sets, between set 1 and like set 4. So that's just kind of like my little broad overview of training and intensities and stuff like that. I could probably expand upon this a lot more. If anyone has any questions, let me know. Whether it's like based on programming or anything like that, let me know. Like I said, there's a lot of variation in this. This is just very basic, because this is just covers everyone, not necessarily like a power lifter versus like Mrs. Jones trying to get in shape, to get in those size 6 pair of jeans. Everyone's different, but it's the intensity that really matters. No matter what your workout is, you can go in with like the most complex, like made up in like workout of your life, but it's not going to do you any good if you don't go in with the intensity. So go in with the right intensity, make sure you're following the directions that your coach gives you, and that is where you're going to make progress. So another thing that goes along with that is if you're getting bored with your workouts, well, maybe you need to push yourself a little bit more, stuff like that. Like all that, it shouldn't be boring. Like there are things you don't like to do, yes, but those are things that probably are helping your weaknesses. You have to have fun with training, of course. So challenge yourself, push yourself a little bit, push out of your comfort zone to get a little bit better. So that's basically my rant for today. I just wanted to clarify all that kind of stuff and kind of dive a little bit more into the training aspect of things. And so hopefully it helps someone. Like it, share it. Let me know if you have any questions or anything like that. Otherwise, have a good day.